Hello and welcome to the Tarkis Zone. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to be looking at the building that I designed and have been building. And I want to briefly tell you what I've been doing here on the server. What I did is the last server we were on, I built a little town at the beginning area here. We had buildings all scattered through this beginning area. And we noticed that once I started really building many buildings, the server started to get laggy, especially when people started getting into the world. So their first experience in the world was lag. And then they would leave and they wouldn't come back. They'd be like, oh, that server's laggy. And it was laggy because I introduced a lot of buildings in the beginning area. Since then, the game has been updated a few times, and I have not noticed that type of lag when we started building buildings in this world. But last night I said, I'm going to test it to the limits. I'm going to build until I get lag. And that's what we're going to look at today. The building that lagged the server is what this episode is. And so let's go check that building out now. So you see right now, I'm not getting any game lag. I can comfortably move. There's no problem near this building. There's a concrete building over here. But we're going to go out to the building that I created. And I created this building purposely away from everyone else so that I could really test what's going on. And, this is Nerdgasm is here. And I don't know what he's waiting for. He's on Discord with me, so we might hear him during my video. So we're going to go over to this transportation portal that I made. It's a private one. I've got it set to everyone. So here is the area in which I built my building. And I'm going to do this quite slow, just move around so that you can see what I've got here. So we're going to go through here and go into this room. And I'm just going to do a pan around so you can see what I've done here. We're going to go up these stairs. Into this room. Up these stairs. Now we're seeing a little lag. So we're getting it now. So we're getting a little lag now. So we're going to continue going. And I built it at this location, this building, so that, again, I'm away from everyone and that I could actually see if I started noticing lag as I started to add to the structure. Now, I didn't get lag. I'll tell you, we're going to get to the point where I started seeing the lag start. So here, you can go left or right. This goes to the south tower I made. This goes to the north tower I made. And we're just going to go up here just slowly so that you can see what I've done. And we're going into this warehouse that I made. So we're getting a little bit of lag, as you can see. And this is why I stopped building. And then this just brings us up to this area, which is what I call the northern tower. So we're going to go back down where we came from and take that other route. See, we're getting a little bit of a lag, a little bit of it, and that's when I knew I had hit my maximum building, being able to build in this area. So we're going into this room here, which I made. And it's definitely, the lag gets worse if I light these torches that I've made. So the lag gets considerably worse when those are lit, especially the fires in the beginning area that we walked by. See, now I'm really getting some lag. So I built this section here, trying to give you a good look at it. And then we're going to go up into this area here. This was supposed to be another warehouse. I was going to put a bunch of boxes in here. This here is just a little hideaway room that I made. I'm just giving you, I'm going, just allowing you to see everything that I built, just moving the mouse around. All right, and then I built this entire inlet that's in this cave, and if you're not familiar where I am underneath this island. I am actually on the underneath of the island itself where I built all this. So I could have put a wall right here and put a door on it, and then this would be an enclosed, protected space. But this building, I made it open so that people could come and just take a look at it. So we're going to go up these stairs that I made. My goal was to make a stairwell that made it all the way to the top of the island. That was when I started building this. I thought to myself, I'm going to build something that will get me back to the top of the island. This is another room that I made. And this way I could go up there and get what I need and just run back without having to fly back down. So this room here breaks off into two routes. One goes up that way, and then there's another one that goes down this way. And we'll go down this one here to look at it. And I was going to build a tower on this rock. But again, I think I am done building, because last night when I started to get to about up here a little bit, I'm going to tell you when we get up there. So we're going to go up the stairway. So right here, when I got to about right here in my building, that's when I started noticing the lag. So when the lag got much, you can see it a little bit. It got much worse as I started building more to this structure. And yes, you might say to yourself, oh, it's not that bad, Tarkis. But I think if I continue to build, then I would get to a point where it would be very noticeable if I continued to build to make it to the top of this island. And this is where I stopped. So I was going, the top of the island is just right here. That puts us here. So I was going to extend it to the top of the island, but again, I started to get lag, and I don't want to lag the server, so bad that people can't play on it, or they get to this island and they like, well, geez, I can't do anything on the island because Tarkis made a monstrosity of a building attached to this was an upper balcony that I made. So when you go up these, you can see the lag. When you go up these stairs, you can cut onto this balcony if you want. So I have pretty much ceased building completely for now on this server, because I built this building to really push the server, see what I could really build and get away with without lagging the server down. And I'm just trying to give you a bird's eye view of what I've got here. And we go all the way up here, and that was the northern tower that I made, and that was that other warehouse that I made, and then down here is where we came up. And if I fly over here, we get back to where we started. So really, this is what this video was about, is the building that lagged the server. So if I light these fires and I go around and light every single one of these torches, the lag is really bad. And it's not bad in other places, it's just bad when you get around this structure. And maybe the game wasn't designed to have such big structures introduced, but I was like, okay, I got nothing really to do. I'm just going to build until I get lag. I'm going to build until I test you see, I'm really getting it bad now. And I think it also doesn't help that I'm in a place where this stuff is falling. See all this debris falling? So I think that impacts the rendering a little bit too, and that's causing some lag issues. That's me looking inside my window. Yeah. So I enjoy building in this game. I enjoy that part of the game. I really think they done well so far with how the game performs, I think, under normal circumstances. But I think when you get massive buildings like I've created here, you're going to experience some lag. So before I end this building, this video, I'm going to jump back over here to the mainland, and I just want to show you other structures that people have made on the server, and structures that haven't lagged or don't lag the server. So I'm going to go over in this direction. And they started building a little town over here because it seemed like there was no monsters spawning. And they thought this would be a nice little place to build their town. So these people here were on the server for 4 or 5 days straight. And they haven't been back on only because they're waiting for the update. And then I believe this is Scrooged. I think this is his building. And again, I haven't seen him in a few days either. And I think he's waiting for the update also. I think the majority of the player base on this server is just waiting for the next update. And I'm going to go over to the beginning area here, back towards the Welcome Center, where we do have a couple more structures people have made. Now, out in the world, out on the islands, people have made some neat buildings. There's a concrete building that is out there. This person here started making this building, and then they never came back to finish it. I mean, I've used this workbench a few times, and this Arthie McLeod, I guess is his name. He started building something here, and then he never came back. I haven't seen him at all. I didn't even know that person was on the server until I saw his building. Now this building up here is a new building that a player made. And again, there's no lag here. We don't see any effects that these buildings, we don't see any negative effects that these buildings are, no lag at all. It's free, easy to get in. He hasn't shut his door. I think he's just hanging out. I think he stepped away for a minute. We were talking about what he was going to do next in the game, and I think he was going to go out and get some lead or iron. I think it was iron. Oh, that's him on Discord right now talking to me. So we're back to the Welcome Center, and that's really what this video was going to be about, is the building that lagged the server, and that I'm not going to build anymore because I'm at the point where I tested what I wanted to test, how big of a building that I could design, and at what point does it affect the server, and that's what this video was about. Well, just quickly, some housekeeping here. This is our Discord information. You can see it on the signs there if you want to join us on Discord. And of course, I will include...
Hey, that's crazy. It'll burn for 5 hours?
Oh, wow. What the heck's he's talking about?
But with that much coal in it, it's pretty nice.
Oh, he's talking about the coal. Right? We still have coal in the furnaces, and it looks like, yeah, each furnace has about 5 hours. So he's trying to make ignits so he can make the staff that I have. The staff that you see me sporting here. He's going to make one of these staves because we got enough coal in the furnaces for him to do it. All right. Well, thank you for joining me. I appreciate you watching my videos. And if you like them, please subscribe. It really helps me out. And give me a thumbs up if you like it. Well, thank you for joining me.